Welcome to Royalty. Today on Royalty, we are at the palace of His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM, EZEORANYELU 1, Ojoto the 3rd. Let's just follow us inside as we get to meet EZEORANYELU 1 of Ojoto. You're welcome to the program Royalty. On Royalty today, we have the latest Igwe in Anambra State, and of course we are at the palace of His Royal Majesty Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM, EZEORANYELU 1, Ojoto the 3rd. Igwe,
shall be well with us.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
We're so glad that you could allow us into your palace today.
Well, the palace is open for everybody. It's no more my private property. It's a public place, so you're always welcome anytime, any day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, now Igwe, let's begin with your letting us know. You know, when people hear Igwe Ojoto, a lot of people will be yearning. Let me actually know who he is. Let us into your biography.
You've already given my names, as was given to me by my parents. That was after my birth on a Friday, the 10th day of February 1967. Of course, I was in Port Harcourt. I'm from a family of 8, plus my mother and my father. That makes us 10. But as of today, I still have 6 siblings surviving. By special grace of God, I started my primary school education here in Ojoto, Ojoto Primary School. Of course, my mother was a teacher, so I did my primary school here in Ojoto, Ojoto Primary School, where my mother was teaching. After they transferred her to Enugu Central School, I moved over with her, and I attended Comprehensive Secondary School Onitsha for my post-primary school program. I spent 3 years in Comprehensive Secondary School Onitsha. I moved over to Technical School Ichi because I have some gifted qualities with some technical stuff. So there I finished my secondary school. I entered the University of Nigeria in Nsukka to study civil engineering. When I got into Nsukka, of course I met my uncle, my guardian, and now my subject, Professor Imokafo. He was the lecturer at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. He advised me that computer science is the end thing now, that's what will take you in any discipline, anywhere. So that will advise me to switch over from civil engineering to computer science. Then he told me that contracts are already exhausted in Abuja for construction, that computer is still coming. So I did as he told me, so I switched over to computer science, and I graduated from University of Nigeria in Nsukka. As a private person, I did my youth service. I served my fatherland. When I finished my youth service, I worked briefly for some companies, privately owned companies, and I ventured into my own private business. That is my background so far.
All right. So glad to hear that, Igwe. And you know, you are very young. Back then, when we were small, when we talk about Igwe, people will think it's old people that are Igwe, you know, and anybody looking at you will say, a young man living the shores of the cities to come down to the village to serve his people. What actually informed your decision to take up this seat as a traditional ruler of Ojoto?
Well, from the onset, when I was growing up, I always like to identify with community programs. I do attend town union meetings, town union activities. But something then kept bothering me, that each time I attend a town union activity, I will be saddled with one responsibility or the other, and I cannot escape it. And I developed that feelings and attitude that if your people ask you to do something, you're a special child, because singling you out to tell you do this thing for the community means they have that confidence in you. So I've been saddled with a whole lot of responsibilities in my community as early as when I was 20-something years. And I never said no, because you can't say no to your community. And I've been moving on, accepting the responsibilities, trying my own capacity to the best of my knowledge without being influenced. And
but did you ever have the inkling that one day you will become an Igwe?
Honestly speaking, I never thought of that. It never occurred, it never struck my mind, it never crossed my mind. I knew when I was in Osaka, I was in Mbane Hall, I belonged to the cultural institution. I was coronated, I was given a coronation, a chieftaincy title.
That was the prophetic.
No, not coronation. I was given a chieftaincy title of at Mbane Cultural Institution. They used to call me Okome. I forgot Okome is the name of my father. They used to call me Okome, who participated in the cultural institution. We took cultural activities at a different level from Osaka, because we got to a stage where we started visiting other institutions, encouraging them to start cultural institutions and establishing Igwe and council in tertiary institutions at the student level. When I came back, I lost my dad in 1997, and I have it's like an uncle and a second dad, so to say. But fortunately, he's my subject now, because he's still alive.
All right, we'll still get back.
So
the program is Royalty, and we are at the palace of His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM, EZEORANYELU 1 no Ojoto, and EZEORANYELU the 3rd. The program will return after this time out. Please don't go anywhere. New Idea Construction Company Limited, for a whole new world where roads and bridges that span ages and beat all weather are constructed. A leading full-service building and civil engineering company in Nigeria, working with a team of some of the world's most experienced building and civil engineers. New Idea Construction Company Limited offers you the needed peace of mind in your construction work as we deliver on time and according to specification. Our jobs in the past speak of our efficiency and integrity. New Idea Construction Company Limited is located at kilometer 20 on Ichadani Road, Umueri, Anambra State. Our doors are open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. For inquiries, call 0803-373-0889 or 081-015-76831. You can visit our website www.newideaconstruction. New Idea Construction Company Limited, building roads and bridges with confidence. Alright, welcome back to the program. It's still Royalty, and we're still with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo. Now, Igwe, would like you to let us know when actually you ascended this throne of your forefathers as Igwe Ojoto.
Well, officially, I was coronated as Ojoto the 3rd. That was on the 1st of April 2018. So, and I'm less than 1 year. Like your introductory remark, I'm the youngest. I'm sure I must have. Okay, the youngest Igwe as in terms of coronation, or the latest. But no, I should be old now. I'm sure I must have seen. I must have some younger ones that have been coronated after me in Anambra. But let me still be enjoying the last born privilege.
All right. Now, you can tell us, in Ojoto, is Igweship, is it hereditary or is it transitory from one community, one village to the other? Tell us how it is here in Ojoto.
It's a transitory, it's a rotational, and it's not hereditary.
It's not hereditary. Now, yes. What happens before, or how do they transit the Igweship in Ojoto?
Ojoto has 8 villages, and they are separated naturally by a river called Milijon. There are places Ojoto North, Ojoto South. We call it Ojoto and Ojoto Buffer. 4 villages apiece. Because of the political nature and because of the consciousness and awareness of the human beings, so we always like to fashion out a system whereby things will be done normally without so much bickering or rancor. The community agreed that the traditional institution should be rotational between the Ojoto North and Ojoto Obafia. Ojoto North comprised of 4 villages, and Ojoto Obafia comprised of also 4 villages. This arrangement was born out of the tussle for the Igweship stew between the late Igwe Adreka and Igwe Obidiwe. And sometime in 2002, the town decided that for us to maintain our sanity and still keep close the brotherliness and the oneness in the community, and since we are divided by the river, and since in the past we are being governed by warrant chiefs from Oyibo that came, and since they are no more here, that the best way for us is to adopt a rotational system whereby it rotates from Ojoto North to Ojoto Obafia, and according to the seniority of the villages. Of course, for every village in Ojoto, they know where they belong. We have 8 villages in order of seniority: Ezeke, Ojo, Enugu, Ire, Ndabo, Umozoma, Umuchem, and Ezema. Now, in the past, my predecessor is from Ezeke, which is the #1 village in Ojoto. And in order of seniority, if you come back to, that is from Ojoto, no? If you come back to Ojoto, but the eldest village here is Enugu, which is where I come from. So when my predecessor embarked on journey of no return, after the normal rites and the tradition, based on our constitution, my village was asked to present a candidate. Of course, there are some criteria you must satisfy and fulfill before you will be presented. If you don't have those qualities, they will not. You are disqualified automatically. So when it came to our side, of course, it can't be only you that have interest. Other people might have the interest. That's why they say there is an agora, but rather brother. So the village, my village, went into selection process, and they found me fit to occupy these 2. And they forwarded my name to the town union. And the town union, after their screen, of course, they forwarded about 4 names, including my own, to the town union. And after the town union's normal screening, I was selected. Not that I'm better off than any of them, but they believe I can hold these 2 and still give the village what is befitting for them. Most importantly is the unity, progress, and development.
All right.
So that was why I found myself here, and I cannot say no again.
All right. I have said it before that it seems it's destined, right from school days, but that's just by the way. Now, Igwe, being on this throne is not without challenges, and of course, every venture in life there must be challenges. You've not been long; it's less than 1 year. Could you let us into some of the challenges you face? Because there could be some before you step on got to the throne. So let's know the challenges you face as a traditional ruler of Ojoto.
The challenges are enormous. Number one, it takes you away from your family most times. You know, as a traditional ruler, when you are here, ordinarily when you are relaxed in your house, you're supposed to be with your family, your wife, and your children. But when you are here, you are no more in your house. You are in a public place. So they've already deprived you that privilege or right.
Very big challenge.
Very big challenge. So that one is primary. Or secondary. The primary challenge we're having is, which I wish I have the opportunity to sponsor a motion in the House that they should make traditional institution officially the fourth tier of government. The issues that are being brought to you for mediation or settlement or abdication, and the yearning of people and the approach you get from your subjects and non-subjects is so much that if they allocate a budget to traditional institution, the monetary allocation might not last for 1 or 2 months in solving these problems. And people come to you with all these issues, believing that this is the last bus stop and you must do something. And you can imagine when they say judiciary is the common hope of, the last hope of common man. And when somebody, when a widow, a physically challenged person or somebody that is distressed cries to you here that if my son is dying in the hospital, this, that, no money, you can't let the person go. Because if anything happens to the person in question, your conscience will never let you be. So it comes with a lot of challenges. And the second, that is on the one part, financial challenge. Then the other challenge is the one caused by the economy. A lot of youth are indulged in unorthodox means of survival, unorthodox means of livelihood. A lot of youth, and you have to contend with that, because if anything happens in your community, you are the first person they will call. Even the president of Nigeria will say, traditional rulers, make sure you maintain peace in your place. The governor will say, traditional rulers, maintain peace in your place. And you are maintaining peace with empty hand and open or just talk. It will not work. You go extra mile to maintain that peace. And for you to maintain that peace, I can invite the youth that are causing trouble and say, come, I want to talk to you. If you talk grammar to them from now till tomorrow without giving them something to eat, it's nonsense. Like they said those days, after your grammar, how much did you donate to the community? I mean, will community move on with grammar? They will move on with money for development. So the economy is so bad in such a way that youth have indulged themselves in, like I said, unorthodox means of survival. The worst among them is the illegal sale of land. It's something else. There are people that are in diaspora are even scared that by the time they will come back, the landed property bequeathed to them by their forefathers or their father, they might not meet it again. And you can't tell me if you're in America, you just buy a ticket and enter flight to come back and start fighting your younger ones for selling your family land. You first calculate what it will cost you, the security of your job over there and coming down. So you find that most times, my phones are silent, yeah. They will call you, Igwe, my brother is this, I'm calling you from America, I'm calling you from London, my brother, my cousin, my uncle is selling my land, he's doing this, he's doing that. You see, there are challenges. So it's so much that I wish that the government will do out a very serious program that will accommodate and give employment to the youth.
Honestly, I'm so much touched by what you just said. And I believe that charity, they say, begins at home, Now we've been able to know that these are the challenges that confront us. And if nothing is done about it, it could lead to something we may not be able to contain in the nearest future. Now, as a traditional ruler, this is a burden to you, if I must say. Are there steps you are taking to make sure that you nip this ugly trend in the bud, or do something that will curtail it, to the minimum, please?
Yeah, we've been trying a little way because we're aware that times are hard. The economy is not too good. I've been calling on the well-meaning Ojotorians. gifted Ojotorians, and they've been answering me. We've been packaging some programs, youth empowerment. I mean, if I'm a captain of an industry somewhere, I can come here, find 1 or 2 or 3 youths that are cool-headed, are ready to work, and take them, or encourage them to go into entrepreneurship, learn a work, and we'll give you money to start. These are some Ojotorians. We've done it in some villages, and they are just waiting. You know, it takes time and the orientation. Somebody that used to entering the bush and collecting free money, and they will go to bar or biapala and finish the money and drinks. It will be difficult for you to pin that person down to start learning job where you'll be earning mega amount, but it's constant. He's used to getting big money that he never worked for and they're spending. So it's a bit, but I've been calling on my people, well-meaning Ojotorians that are well placed in the society, to come back home, float one program or the other that will help accommodate all these youth. At least by the time, if they are 20 and out of that 20, 4 or 5 of them are gainfully employed and they are doing very well with their family, meeting up to their financial challenges and working. Others will know that so this thing is doable. That if I live this way, I could get to where these people are. But the situation whereby every day it keeps deteriorating, it becomes a problem. But my people are seriously trying and helping. Most times, if you don't engage them in a meaningful venture, then the security of the community is compromised seriously. And I'm happy we have a minimal security challenge, because we'll be trying to contain them. But it's between me and you, you know, it's very difficult for us to achieve 40% success.
All right. All right, the program is still royalty, and we are still with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM EZEORANYELU 1 of Ojoto, Ojoto the third. Now, Igwe, recently, or let me say that it's like you're destined to be here, because it was like during your coronation of 2018. That was when the state government started, you know, listening to the community and saying, go to your community, find out any need, and the government will support you by giving a 20 million naira. They call it a community choose your project initiative. They've given the first one, given the second one. They are now at the third phase. Let's know if actually Ojoto benefited from that kind gesture of the government.
Well, Ojoto benefited, but we are behind because we are still on the second phase, and some communities are on the third phase of the project. Ojoto benefited, and we hope we will still benefit.
Yes, we would like to know what you were able to use the money for.
Every community has its own peculiar problems, but the first one that came in, we were able to establish a skill acquisition center, and the other one is the skill acquisition center and the lock-up stores. Like I said, don't ask me why lock-up stores. Every community has its own peculiar internal, in which it will take time for us to fix. The second phase that came in, they are constructing health post. Like I said, because we have two sides divided by the river. When the project comes, what we normally do is we'll site one this side and one on that side, apportioning the same amount of money to the project. So we are doing health post, one this side and one the other side, and it's still under construction. It's not yet completed.
All right. We'll take a very short break at this point. The program is still royalty, and with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo. Take a short break and we'll return after now. Please stay tuned.
New Idea Construction Company Limited for a whole new world where roads and bridges that span ages and beat all weather are constructed. A leading full-service building and civil engineering company in Nigeria, working with a team of some of the world's most experienced building and civil engineers. New Idea Construction Company Limited offers you the needed peace of mind in your construction work as we deliver on time and according to specification. Our jobs in the past speak of our efficiency and integrity. New Idea Construction Company Limited is located at kilometer 20 on Ichadani Road, Umueri, Anambra State. Our doors are open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. For inquiries, call 0803 373 0889 or 081 015 76831. You can visit our website www.newideaconstruction. New Idea Construction Company Limited, building roads and bridges with confidence.
You're welcome back to the program Royalty, and we're still here with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo, EZEORANYELU III and EZEORANYELU I of Ojoto. Now, Igwe, we're so delighted that Ojoto is really coming up under your watch, and you 2018 is barely some months till now. Let's actually get to understand some of your achievements for your community.
I can tell you without exaggeration, and for the first time, if you attended the coronation, you will see Ojoto. Ojoto became APC, not as in the APC party. Ojoto became APC symbol. You know, APC symbol is a broom. So Ojoto people came like a broom tied together as one. It was exemplified on the coronation day. And the Ojoto people behaved and showed interest like something else happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what made it happen. But the level of participation, the level of interest, and the level of love exhibited by the community during the coronation, it kind of pushed me and spurred me and moved me to the point that if you weren't staking my own blood for the unity of the community, I would do that. We've never had it so like that, where everybody participated. So the major thing is that there is unity, at least 80% or 90% unity in Ojoto. It cannot be 100.
That's an A.
That's an A. No, it's an A. A plus.
A star.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the governor was very benevolent enough to flag up some road project in Ojoto, and my community looked at it as one of the new things that come to Ojoto. And like I said, because of the geographical nature of Ojoto, the project governor flagged up was on the other side of the Ojoto. And God will have it, on this side of Ojoto, some meaningful Ojotorians came together, put their resources, raised money, and they're back on construction of road again on this side of Ojoto. So, and then when you're moving around Ojoto, construction is going on here and going on there simultaneously. They feel it's part of being in unity, part of oneness in Ojoto. That is it. We've been blessed because anything that comes, so that's what we call Ojoto project. Anything that comes, so everybody, big, small, medium, everybody will contribute his own quota to make it work. Just about 2-3 days ago, we've never had it, an Ojoto indigene. One of our wives was appointed a rector of Federal Polytechnic Oko.
Wow.
Just 2 days ago.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations.
It's one of the developments here. Even within a whole lot, I mustn't fail to tell you The position of Ojoto now, we will say, you know, when they say when you die and they go to heaven, it's either you're on the right hand side or on the left hand side of the of the judge there. And I think for now, it's after our coronation, Ojoto is on the right side of the Almighty, because things are now taking shape, and then we believe it will be better.
All right, now let's quickly go into in your name. I read KSM. That's the Knight of Saint Mulumba. Is that right?
Yes.
You know, Igbogas, you know, Igwene Joka. Now you are traditional ruler for everybody in the community. How do you carry both the Christians and non-Christians along? You know, we have traditional worshippers. You know, do you have any challenges with them? And the way you handle some of the things, they may say you're supposed to come here, you are not supposed to come there, and all whatnot. Tell us, Igwe.
And the issue is that Nigerian constitution made it in such a way that there's freedom of worship. It depends on your belief. Whatever you believe in, I respect it, provided it is not contrary to the corporate existence of Ojoto, and provided it's not going to cause any insecurity in Ojoto. I respect whatever you believe as your faith. This place is open. Anybody that comes in, we don't discriminate whether you are this or you are that. This is a public place. If you come, but the one that will not be to the progress of Ojoto, I will say no. But what is for the progress of Ojoto? Yes. So religion has never been our problem. Wherever your faith is, we respect it. And that is one of the principles. Everybody has his own way, provided it is not against the interests of the community, provided it will not affect the peace that the governor, His Excellency William Obianyo, is looking for to be permanent in Anambra State and in Ojoto. We'll move on.
All right. You're still watching Royalty on NBS television, and we are still with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM EZEORANYELU 1 of Ojoto and EZEORANYELU the 3rd. We are going to take another short break at this point. The program will return after now. Please join us again.
New Idea Construction Company Limited, for a whole new world where roads and bridges that span ages and beat all weather are constructed. A leading full-service building and civil engineering company in Nigeria, working with a team of some of the world's most experienced building and civil engineers. New Idea Construction Company Limited offers you the needed peace of mind in your construction work as we deliver on time and according to specification. Our jobs in the past speak of our efficiency and integrity. New Idea Construction Company Limited is located at kilometer 20 on Ichadani Road, Umueri, Anambra State. Our doors are open Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. For inquiries, call 0803-373-0889 or 081-015-76831. You can visit our website www.newideaconstruction. New Idea Construction Company Limited, building roads and bridges with confidence.
Welcome back to the program Royalty. Still with His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo KSM EZEORANYELU 1 EZEORANYELU the 3rd. Igwe, now our time is fast running, and we quickly want to give us a little history of Ojoto, you know, and of course their culture, what they like or what they do, what they are actually known for as Ojoto.
Ojoto, like I said, is a community made up of 8 villages, and it's surrounded by Obosi, Alo, Umoji, Nobi, Uke. They are all Oba, Newi, Ichi. They are all our neighbors. But we have a tradition and a history which we all met, that Alo is an elder brother to Ojoto, while Ojoto is an elder brother to Obosi. So whatever respect we give to an Alo,
are they all men? No women. No female among them.
You know, when you are in the police force or military, there's officers and men. Inside it, they have men and women, but they don't say there's officers and men. So whatever respect that is due to a senior brother, we accord it to Allah. And we will expect the same, which we always get from Obosi. Ojoto is a very peaceful, loving town that so much believe in culture and tradition. At least we are known for agricultural products. We are big time farmers. But we are big time farmers. Where you know Ojoto man by his yam balm. What he has there, the crops he has there. The ladies, the women, as you said now, they are also very hardworking because they have balm for cocoyam too. Because as the man is cultivating yam, the women are cultivating cocoyam. So, and then, Ojoto is an enterprising community, very, very willing to contribute to the development of Anambra State without mixing or letting go. The adage that says charity begins at home, that when we give much to the government will give much to us in return. So we respect people. We are very hospitable. Anybody that comes into Ojoto can live with us, can cohabit with us, and then we are peaceful and God and loving. Very, very loving.
That I know because I have a wife from Ojoto. All right, Igwe. Now you are barely 1 year, less than 1 year on seat as the traditional ruler of Ojoto. And I would like you to let us know how it feels being the custodian of the traditional authority of Ojoto. And of course, where you want to see Ojoto in the next 5-10 years.
Like I've told you before, being the custodian of culture and tradition of Ojoto is a very serious business, and it's not a child's play, and it goes with a whole lot of challenges. And we only pray to God that He will give us the strength, to the perseverance. My dream of Ojoto, which we've started practicing, think Ojoto, dream Ojoto, and make Ojoto great. We hope to put Ojoto in the limelight, to belong to communities like Oka, Enugu, Nsukka. Of course, I mentioned Nsukka because we are eager and we are expecting a university for the Kali community in Ojoto.
Oh, that's a very great one. Igwe would like to appreciate you so much for allowing us into your palace.
Thank you very much.
You will reign long.
Thank you very much.
Yield, the Lord will yield all its increase to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And they said that when you say Igwe will live long, we say amen. But Igwe has to be eating something for him to live long. And Igwe will not live long and be eating grass.
Of course.
Yeah, so.
All right, we'd like to thank you very much for watching Royalty today from the Palace of His Royal Majesty Igwe Gerald Obunadike Mbamalo, KSM, EZEORANYELU 1, EZEORANYELU 3rd. And this is where we are capping off for today. My name is Nonya Okoye. Thank you so much for watching. Until some other time, bye for now.